Hi, we are going to be talking to you about a review we are going to do on a Villa Maria Sauvignon Blanc. Is it Savon or Sauvignon?
Sauvignon.
Sauvignon, not Sauvignon or Sauvignon, it's Sauvignon.
I think it's a very personal thing, but I would say Sauvignon.
No, I mean, there's got to be a correct way of doing it.
Well, maybe
this is probably it.
Maybe someone could tell us.
Yes, maybe they could. So, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to look at this. It's from New Zealand. It's from Marlborough, which I understand is a very famous area for...
the Sauvignon,
I always confused me this because I always thought this would be sort of tobacco growing country.
Well, the Marlborough?
Yeah.
I can see how you can be easily fooled like that, John. But
yeah,
no,
especially me.
Yeah, especially you.
Yeah.
Everybody knows a Marlborough Sauvignon. They are very well known and very, very popular as well. And I mean, I must admit, I used to sell this wine a long time ago. It really was a long time ago, before it became kind of popular and moved on, because this is from a supermarket.
It is, yeah.
Do you know which supermarket that was, John?
I think it's from this one particular one was from Sainsbury's.
Okay.
And I think this one, I'm just trying to remember the price of this one, £9.
Okay, so yeah, okay, so... But I think when we were selling it, it was years and years ago. I think it was about $6.99, but that was years and years ago.
Decades ago.
Quite literally, yeah, it was decades ago. Scary that, John, but thank you. But yeah, so let's give it a go.
Let's have a look at the colour, shall we? So it's got quite a good name, as you say, hasn't it, in the industry? Or people know it, and a lot of people like it. And some people have said that they actually prefer this to some of the other Sauvignon Blancs we've tried.
Yeah, well, it's got a really good name for itself. And I remember we used to sell it instead of Cloudy Bay. Cloudy Bay obviously had that cult kind of following. Then we used to rate this over the Cloudy Bay, a fraction of the price as well. So the colour, it's a nice straw.
It is. It's a very nice straw colour.
Yeah, looks inviting. And I think the hints of green in there as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely hints of green.
And it's almost sort of motoring towards a sort of Chardonnay colour, isn't it? It's sort of like more than...
I'll give you that because it's definitely got a more yellow.
Yeah, more body in the colour.
Yeah,
if that's
okay.
possible.
No, it is. Of course, let's have a little go on the nose.
Apples, peaches.
Peaches.
So you're sort of getting more of the tropical stone fruit. Or not tropical. You're getting pineapple at all?
Yeah, I'll give you that as well, but that's unusual. This isn't how I remember. Mind you, it was decades ago when I last drank it, but, taste was changing things. But it's also not what I'd expect from a Sauvignon, per se.
Not as acidic on the smell?
No, it doesn't have the elderflower in there and that kind of, I've often described it as having like fresh cut grass or nettles, that kind of green smell. It doesn't particularly have that. Like you said, the stone fruits, the peachiness. So, and I think just similar as you said as well, it has, it's leaning more towards a Chardonnay colour, but there's nothing wrong with that smell. It smells nice, and I'm going to give it a go, see what happens.
Okay. Completely off script here. Not that we have a script, but completely off script. I just thought that in terms of what we're doing, if someone's just first video they've watched, then we might actually do a refresh in terms of what to do when tasting wine. Because the one that we did was probably about 7 years ago. And so it's sort of like it's way in the back catalogue there. So maybe we'll just do another one so it's easier for people to find.
Yeah, happily do that. Yeah, because it might look a bit or sound a bit confusing. Yeah. We're all slurping away. Yeah, we'll refresh a video on that. Tell you what we're doing it. But in terms of the wine, it's a Sauvignon. Yeah, but it's not overly Sauvignon-y. That's definitely not a word. But I think you know what I mean. It's not got that. The acidity isn't really harsh, and even so much as that kind of. Marlborough Sauvignons for me can be really quite punchy, and they let you know that this is a Sauvignon and you're having it kind of thing. But don't get me wrong, I actually like this style. It's a little bit softer, and I have to come back to what you were saying there, John, with the kind of almost the tropical fruit leaning. It's not there, but it's leaning towards the Chardonnay.
Yeah, it's almost my thoughts when you say is more of a laid back Sauvignon.
Yeah,
rather than. Wow, that's got me.
That punch kind of going to hurt you. Yeah. I'm a Sauvignon and that's
You're going to know it, yeah.
Yeah,
this is more laid back, isn't it?
Yeah, but I am actually... I'm preferring this. This would be my style of Sauvignon because, as we know many times, the acidity sometimes in a Sauvignon can just really get me. And that's gentle. I can see why this is popular. I can definitely see why this is popular.
And the length isn't particularly long, is it?
Not overly, no. It's
And is that unusual, do you think, for a Sauvignon? Yeah, I mean, they're not going to have the same body
no,
as
a lot. They can all vary, can't they? But it doesn't outstay its welcome. But I don't think it's like you say. It's not hanging around for too long.
No.
No, I would expect Sauvignon to have a bit without punching us again. Carry on hitting you.
I mean, it's a nice, refreshing drink. It's a nice summer drink. It's not one that in the winter, particularly, I'd want to sort of, analyse and enjoy, slowly sip. It's just a.
I don't think it needs it, does it? That's kind of got a style where. What's it does what it says on the tin, because that's not right. But this is a fairly enjoyable, easy drinking. This is one where you don't need to, I would say, you don't need to go in there and, start saying it's got this, that and that in it. This is a soft Sauvignon.
A soft Sauvignon.
And I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's very refreshing. Again, it's not one that I'd want to get through a whole bottle of, but again, we always say mood.
Yeah. Of course, that comes into it. See, I think I could happily
get through a bottle of that.
Yeah, through a bottle of that. Yeah. Nicely.
Well, I mean, if you were sitting down, would you sit down with it on its own, or would you have it with some cheese?
It would be cheese for me.
Do you like that segue?
See how that works. I was actually thinking about this, Charlie. Usually I wait until this bit and then I'll think, but I've been thinking I would like to have some Munster cheese with that.
Okay.
Which is a French cheese. I must have mentioned it before. Washed dry and quite smelly, but the cheese is actually quite mild and sweet. But I think they would make a perfect pairing.
Okay, and for me, I think the obvious dish with this is seafood. So whether it's prawns, or it's a prawn salad, whether it's a grilled sole or lemon sole.
Yeah.
Then I think that would go perfect with this. It's just even with a little bit of butter sauce, etc. I think there's just enough acidity in there to cut through that.
I like the idea of the butter sauce in there.
Yeah. So definitely for me, fish. I wouldn't really sort of. I mean, if you don't like fish, then maybe chicken. But that's where I'd call it really.
Yeah, it's not overly weighted. It's not overly in your face. No, but
so it's a lunchtime drink rather than an evening drink.
Lunchtime beverage, I like it. I do.
Okay, so I guess now we move on to the score.
Yes.
You're going to look into that.
Oh,
while I turn my back and excuse me for turning my back on you, but it's just so we come to our own conclusions and I'm not influenced by yours. Are you ready?
Well, I think when it comes down to this, we've not really spoken about the price. It's £9. It was £9, was it?
Yeah,
John?
it was £9.
Yes, yeah, I think that's good. A recognisable as Sauvignon, maybe not so much, and so in that respect, I have to bring that down a little. But because I like that, I'm going to score that at quite a good score. Okay. Yeah.
And I'm going to score it at 79.
Close, John. 78. I
okay.
So it's
I was expecting you to be scoring from what you were saying. I was thinking you were going to be 1 or 2. I thought you would be in the 80s, but no.
No, I think it's nice, but it's not something. Yeah, I'd have it again every day of the week, but it's not something I'd shout out of the rooftops. You need to try this.
Well, one of our viewers at Dessert Wine, he was asking on the comments recently about that he doesn't actually believe that price should have an effect on our scoring. And then we've had other viewers that say that when we've not done that and not mentioned the price and considered they've said we should. I think that the reasoning for that is that if you're paying more, you expect more. And it's not actually that we are unfair in terms of we probably just if it's cheaper, well personally the way I score, if it's cheaper then I add a few more marks to it.
Yeah, I think that goes hand in hand, isn't it? Because if you're paying £5 for it, and it's amazing a bit of wine, and that price obviously you obviously going to big you up. If you paid 100 quid for it, and it's just all right, then your scoring has to go down.
Because it's value for money. So
we're taking everything into consideration. Then.
We are, I think it's a balanced process, and actually, then the score is hopefully more of a guideline to you as to whether we feel you should buy it. So if it's an expensive wine, but we're still giving it a high score, that would suggest it's worth that money.
And this is John. He's
If you've seen some of the other videos, you will know
he does not take the price lightly. I've had to sit him down a few times.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and also, if you've got any comments about wines or our comments, then please let us have them. And also, let us know where you're viewing from. We'd be really interested. Let us know what your favourite wine is. And if you've any ideas about what we should be reviewing, again, let us know in the comments or drop us an email. So I guess that rounds this one up.
Indeed. Look at that.
And there's nothing else to say but, do you want me to pour some wine so you can say goodbye?
Here, there's a little drill just in there.
Just a little drill. No, there's not.
Not anymore.
Chin chin.
Chin chin.